Hello everyone, I am using a brand new microphone and I didn't do a test run, so I don't know what this is going to sound like when I get to editing, but here we are. How are you guys doing today? I'm like scared to talk as loud as I normally would. Next video it should be all figured out. How are you guys doing today? I am so excited to sit down and hang out with you for a multitude of reasons, which we will get into. But first of all, I want to mention what we're going to be talking about today. I'm going to show you two beauty products that I have been obsessed with for making my skin ultra smooth because I struggle with large pores big time. So if you are looking for some good pore smoothing products, make sure you keep watching. If you enjoy beauty content, fragrance content, and a little bit of lifestyle content mixed in, make sure you click that subscribe button, join the fam, you won't regret it. I'm drinking bubbly water from Target and a cup of good old decaf, neither of which are good for the vocals. So anyways, let's go. I'm getting a much later start than usual, hence the decaf. The reason why I'm extra excited to sit down with you guys is because, one, I feel like I've been very bound up in the house the last few days. I don't know where you guys live, but here in the Midwest, we've been under a heat advisory, so I figure a lot of you out there have as well. And second of all, I'm just excited to sit down here and hang out with you guys because my husband has been working a lot, like a lot. He is a rock star, but holy moly, I realized he was such a good daddy, partner, like pitched in so much, but wow. Having him working so much is a real eye-opener because I'm tired, okay? Chasing a toddler by yourself 6 days a week, 12 hours a day. And trying to keep up with the house, go to work, cook meals, you know, the whole thing. It's a lot. But I'm sure you're not here for any of that. So anyways, I am just really excited to sit down and hang out with you guys because like this is my me time, this is my refresh time. I hope it is the same for you. So let's start talking about the products. I already did the eyes for the day. It is currently 5:25 p.m. so I'm definitely getting a late start. I haven't been wearing makeup the last couple days. One, the heat. Two, I'm not leaving the house, so why? Tonight we're actually going to go to the local fair. It'll be the first time taking the kiddo to a carnival-like setting, so I think it'll be fun. And I was like, well, I'm going to need to put on some makeup, and I really need to share these products with you guys because literally, I'm obsessed. They're my favorite. When I don't use these products, I'm like, oh, my pores, they look real bad because these are making my pores look so good. So I'm gonna bring you in real close, like real close so you can really see what I'm talking about. So if you didn't know, I do film in 4K. So if you really, if you want to see literally like you're sitting here in the room with me, go to your settings button on your YouTube video, click 4K, and you're gonna see the forehead wrinkles, you're gonna see the large pores, you're gonna see the gray hairs. You're gonna see it all. But that's okay. I love being real with you guys. First of all, primer. When you have large pores, priming is key. And I've had quite a few primers. Who am I kidding? I've been on here for like, I don't know, a million years now, and I have tried out a lot of primers. Some are better than others, but this one I have really been loving, and it's kind of funny because I kind of trash talked it at first. This is the Glowish Blur Jam, which is a sister company to Huda Beauty. Glowish I think is more of like a skincare kind of Glossier type company, I guess you could say. More of the like naturally makeup, natural looking makeup, where I feel like Huda is all like full glam. So anyways, that's the background here. I'm sure you really didn't care. You just want to see my pores get smaller. I feel that. The reason I picked this up was actually because it talked about putting it over top of makeup, that if you were getting shiny throughout the day or you wanted to look smoother, you could like smooth this over top of makeup. You can do that. That's how I did it at first, and I didn't love it. I'll be real with you. It's not horrible, but I do find, depending on the products I use underneath, like it can move them around, and sometimes it makes more work than if I just left it alone. So Didn't reach for it for the longest time. Finally was like, I need to start using this before it like dries up. And then I started using it as a primer and my world changed. So it says to keep the lid, it comes with a little spatula. I do like that the spatula actually fits in the lid and you can put the cap on top, because so often companies give you this little spatula with nowhere to put it. And I'm like, who's gonna keep track of that, really? I know it's not me. I'll show you. I've been using an interesting texture. It's kind of jelly-like, but also kind of thick. A little bit does go a long way. Oh, here, actually. It definitely does do some mattifying. I feel like it's not going to be full side by side because I can tell it made it a little bit more matte over there. I put it up under the eyes. I basically put it everywhere. I put it in my forehead wrinkles because I'm definitely getting those. I tell people, I feel like I didn't have forehead wrinkles until I had a kid, and now I have forehead wrinkles. The things they do to us. Alright, so it's it like feels so smooth when you put it on. It is silicone free, but like by feeling it you would not think so. And I put on a pretty healthy coat, I won't lie. I don't go light-handed with it. So I feel like, I know the other side's a little bit matte now. I do see that it brought down the shine. My face had been moisturized early in the day and I hadn't done anything to mattify it before this, so I definitely see it brought down the oil, excuse me, a little bit. You can tell things look a bit smoother, like my pores just don't look quite as deep. It looks a little bit better. I'm gonna apply it to my whole face because I don't want to look crazy when I go out tonight. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not trying to look like one side of my face has craters and the other side doesn't. When you apply it, it almost feels refreshing. It's kind of like a drink of water for your skin. If you had dry skin, I think you could still try this. I would think in the winter months you would need to go in with a good moisturizer beforehand just to be sure you're really getting the moisture you want. But in the summertime, I think you could go in with just this primer and be okay. This foundation that I believe is discontinued, which really makes me sad because Taylor Wynn put me on this and it is awesome. It is the number 7 Match Made Custom Blend Foundation Drops. Why they got rid of this, I'll never understand. It's so good. It looks so skin-like. They did me dirty with this one. You find a product you love and then they get rid of it. That's what always happens. That's why my grandma always buys several backups of her favorite lipstick because she's scared to run out. Smart woman. And yes, this is a little tan for this area, but not for my arms. My arms are much tanner than my face and neck. I'm not going for ultra full glam or anything because it's really hot out there and we're just going to the fair. But I just feel not like right if I don't brighten just a little bit under the eyes. Okay. All right. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So I also just like the way this feels under foundation. It's not a heavy primer. I don't feel it on my skin. A lot of times pore filling primers feel like thick and that silicone just feels kind of like you know it's there. But here is without the next product. So there's just something about the way the light reflects off. Now I'm not at this point totally poreless, like in my areas where I have the most acne scarring, the deepest pores, like they're still there, but they look a lot better. This next step is what really takes it to the next level. Okay, it's the Huda Beauty Powder. I didn't try this for the longest time. The hype is real. I love this. I love this. This might be my try and true. This is in Cupcake. It's got a little tiny bit of a pink undertone. I've been liking to use the little Huda Beauty Powder Puff. You can get cheapies. I have cheapies off of Amazon. They work very similarly. And I just get a nice healthy coat on my puff. And I like to start in here first because this is where I really want to blend my pores away. Also, I like to set my concealer so I don't get too creasy. Definitely set my forehead. Want that to crease as little as possible. The nose, I'm just going to do both sides because it's impossible to do half the nose. Okay, so the powder is very, very matte. I'm gonna be real with you. If you don't like the matte look, you're gonna need a third step because it's matte. It's a very mattifying powder. But my skin looks so smooth. Again, not totally poreless. If you're like really looking, you could see my bigger pores here, some acne scarring, but holy moly, look at the difference. I mean, it is so freaking smooth. Okay guys, so here is the finished look. I think my pores just look so stinking smooth, and that takes a lot to do with my skin. I'll be real, like I have large pores, so I am ultra impressed with the combo of these two products. I have some other primers I need to use up, and unless a couple new ones really wow me, this might be my tried and true primer and my tried and true powder because my pores look so good. I love it. I hope the sound quality is okay. Oh my goodness, I'm so terrified when I go to edit. I'm either gonna be whispering or blowing your freaking eardrums off. So, fingers crossed. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I seriously enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. As always, please try to stay positive because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.